Today's session will be about graphical representation of the data. Okay, it's one way again one sort of a repetition. 9th standard 90% is repetition of class 7th and 8th content what you have learned. Maybe little things varying will be learned extra in class 9th. That is, you have learned in grouping of the data. We have two ways of grouping. One is continuous, which you have learnt up to 8th standard. Another discontinuous, which is called inclusive class interval. So you learnt exclusive class interval up to 8th standard. Inclusive class intervals you learnt extra this year. Similarly, even in graphical representation of data also you are going to have little different ones you will be learning, but the same 90% repetition will be there. Here, first graphical representation of the data. Numerical data normally, to make it easy to understand, easy to read, easy to interpret, we put that data, numerical data, into the form of graphs. So it is well said that one picture is better than 1,000 words. One picture is better than 1,000 words. So with this we start. The representation of data by tables has already been discussed. Only now we are discussing about the extra how to represent this table form data into the graphs. Now let us turn our attention to another representation of data, that is the graphical representation of the data. Then usually comparisons among the individual items are best shown by means of graphs. Usually comparison of the individual items, such as how many extra sold bicycles, number of bicycles sold in the month of September, number of bicycles sold in the month of August, how many extra are shown are sold in the month of September than in August. Like this comparison is done. Okay, in which subject a better score is performed by the student, and or which subject average is more. So bar charts and all this we have done. So pictograph, bar chart, even a pie chart. Pie chart so far we have not revised in this class 9th. So we won't be doing it even. So here we shall study the following graphical representation in this section. One is bar graphs, which you have already learnt in 7th as well as in 8th. Another histogram of uniform width you have already learnt in up to class 8th standard, but only extra what you are going to learn, varying widths in class 9th. This is extra, that's why I made it as bold. So histogram of uniform width you learnt in 8th standard, extra you will be learning now with varying widths. Last, frequency polygons. You'll be drawing frequency polygons. You have already drawn in class 8th standard. That you will be revising it. So these are the three important graphical representations which we have in class 9th standard.
Sir, please the previous slide, sir.
Yeah. Okay, Piyush? Lelia?
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Good. Now coming down to the first graph, bar graph. Bar graph, you know already meaning of it. I am not revising the meaning of it. We will go straight away. Like making a bar graph or reading a bar graph. This is done from the example number 5 of class textbook, 9th standard textbook. Example number 5. In a particular section of class 9th, first 40 students were asked about the months of their births. So months of their birth and the following graph was prepared for the data so obtained. So it's already data is shown as a graph. Now you are reading this graph, that's it. Okay, go through the bar graph. Make yourself ready for the questions which you are going to have on this bar graph. Okay, now see, if once you have got this bar graph, you will be interpreting by understanding this bar graph and answering the questions. How many students were born in the month of November?
Sir, 4.
4.
Four.
Four, sir. Four.
Correct.
Four.
4. So you got, by doing this you are interpreting 4. Next question. In which month were the maximum number of students born?
August, sir.
Okay, August. So like this. So you have totally 2 questions on this data were asked. If you ask many questions also you can answer. Okay, you know how to draw the bar graph, how to interpret the bar graph or read the bar graph. Okay, moving on to the example number 6. Go through. Yeah, here scale and all you have already learned how to write, what to write. Scale on y-axis 1 unit equal to 1 student. On
Sir,
x-axis,
This all also on graph paper only we should draw, sir.
children, these we will be doing only in graph paper and in notebook. After drawing a bar graph, either you keep a graph book separately, or you, if you are drawing in a graph, loose sheets that attach it to the question answer. Beside of that there is a graph sheet or adjacent to that answer. Okay, then moving on to the example number 6. A family with a monthly income of rupees 20,000 had planned the following expenditures per month under various heads. What are the heads? These are the heads: grocery, rent, education of children, medicines, fuel, entertainment, miscellaneous. So besides you have got expenditure in 1000 rupees given. Okay, so for this data we are asked to draw bar graph. Draw a bar graph for the above data. So how to go about it? You know.
So first we should take scale, sir. 1 unit is equals to 1000.
Correct. So on which axis you are drawing?
Sir, on x-axis we should take heads.
If you are doing that way, taking, yes, if you take on x-axis heads, on y-axis numerical data, that is expenditure in 1000 rupees, then it becomes a vertical bar graph. If you do reverse, you will get a horizontal bar graph. You know that. Okay, now I have taken the heads and I have drawn a graph. See, I am not much emphasizing on drawing a bar graph, children. Since you have already learnt 7th and 8th, I don't want to waste much time there. If you have doubt how to draw bar graph, then you need some other time of mind attention, not in the main class hours. Okay, we should not kill the time or waste the time of others too. Okay, 99% of the children knows how to do it. Here is the bar graph already drawn. Now
What is the meaning of that last head, sir?
miscellaneous,
Head.
ಅಂದರೆ ಮಿಸಲೇನಿಯಸ್ ಶಬ್ದ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ the one which cannot be classified under the rest of the grocery. For example, all of a sudden, okay, all of a sudden somewhere, let's say puncture of your bike has taken place. It neither come under grocery nor under rent or education or medicine or fuel or entertainment. All of a sudden the puncture to the tire of a bike comes under miscellaneous head, which we cannot classify into the rest of the things. Correct? Haga. Artha aita iga ninge Veda? Okay, have you understood, child? Yes, let's move on. Now, it's unnameable or classifiable in with the rest of the headings. So, this is the bar graph shown. You know how to draw the bar graph. Then it's a vertical bar graph. Now, moving on to the new type of a graph called histogram. Much emphasis to be given here. For the uniform width, you know how to do, but with varying widths, which is new to the class 9th, you pay attention. First one. So, you know, always histogram is drawn for the group data. Histogram drawn for the group data. For raw data, bar graph is drawn. Here in this histogram,
You are excluding, sir.
what type of data it is? I mean, grouping it is. Tell me what type
Sir,
of data?
inclusive, sir.
Inclusive is wrong. It is
Continuous, sir.
exclusive.
Continue, sir. Excluding, sir.
It is exclusive or it is continuous. It's a continuous. Why it is called exclusive also I have told child. Here 35.5 upper limit in the class interval is not included, that is excluded. The 30.5 is included is equal to, but upper limit 35.5 is excluded. Okay, that's why it is called exclusive class interval, and the exclusive class interval will give you no gaps between the upper limit and the next class interval's lower limit. There will be continuous, that's why it is called continuous group data or exclusive class interval group data. Okay, now here remember, whenever you have got the gaps, it must be converted into gapless. Whenever you have got inclusive class interval, it must be converted into exclusive class interval to draw histogram. Histogram is drawn only when there is continuous grouping, that is exclusive. It cannot be done between the class intervals with the gap. Okay. Moving on to the Kirtan is outside or what? Kirtan is in lobby. Okay. Something like it has appeared. Then moving on to the graph. Here I have already plotted a graph, right? Since it is a uniform width, how could you say uniform width? Tell me. How will you say uniform width?
Distance of 0.5 in every interval.
40.5.
See children, width of the class interval decides the width of the bars. Remember, width of the class interval, it is called class size. What is the class size here? So, the class size are called width. Class width will decide the size of the or width of the bar. It is upper limit minus lower limit, that is here 5. Remember 5 kg you have now. It is going to be the width of the bars. You watch it. Okay. If I have class intervals with the uniform class size, automatically I will get histogram with the uniform width. Any doubt? Clear? Put a thumbs up if it is clear.
What you will
Omkar, Renapa, what is your doubt?
We should check
nothing,
class
sir. Nothing,
size
sir.
and
Understood.
Yes. If you want to see whether am I going to get uniform width histogram or not, see the class sizes. If the class sizes are uniform, automatically you will get a histogram of uniform width. Understood? Now, what is different in class 9? Let me show you now. Okay? Yeah. Now go through the question. A teacher wanted to analyze the performance of two sections.
Previous one I had not understood.
ಯಾರು? ಆಕಾಶ. ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಪುಟ ಆಕಾಶ, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡು. ನಮಗೆ ಹಿಸ್ಟೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನುವುದು ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಾರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದರೆ ಈ ಬಾರ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವಲ್ಲ, ಈ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಒಂದು ಟೈಪ್. ಸೇಮ್ ಇರಲಾರ್ದಂತ ವೇರಿಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಇರೋದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಟೈಪ್. ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರೋದು 8th ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿದೀವಿ, ಅದು ಬಂದದ್ದು ನಮಗೆ. ನಾವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೌ ಟು ಡ್ರಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತು. ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸೈಜ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸೈಜ್ಗಳದ್ದು ಒಂದೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಈಗ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 35.5 ಮೈನಸ್ 30.5 ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ 35.5 ಮೈನಸ್ 30.5 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರೋದು 5 ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಈ 5 ಅನ್ನೋದು ಎಲ್ಲಾದಲ್ಲಿನ ಹಂಗೆ ಇದೆನಾ? 40.5 ಮೈನಸ್ 35.5 ಅದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸೈಜ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸೈಜ್ 5, ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸೈಜ್ 5, ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸೈಜ್ 5. ನೋಡು, 45.5 ಮೈನಸ್ 40.5 ಈ ಎರಡು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಲೋವರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬರೋದು ಸೇಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಉಂಟಾ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಆಕಾಶ್? ಸೇಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸೈಜ್.
sir.
ಸೊ ಈ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಲೋವರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅಂತ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಡೋ ಹಿಸ್ಟೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಅನ್ನತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ನಾವು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬಹುದು ಇದು ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ವೇರಿಯಿಂಗ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬಾರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದ ಹಿಸ್ಟೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾವು ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಗಿವೆನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ,
Sir,
Shall I proceed?
every time before drawing the histogram, we should check class size and as
ಹಾ,
well we should keep.
ಹೌದು, ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಕನಿಷ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. Before I go for drawing a histogram, I must see the class size, whether all class sizes are same or not. If they are not same, then I will get a histogram of varying width. Okay?
What is
8th
that
ವರೆಗೂ ಇದನ್ನ
broken
ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ
line starting?
ಏನಪ್ಪ?
What is that broken line starting, sir?
हाँ यार, दो पीयूष, ये उसको क्या बोलते हैं, इसको बता दो, पता है? कभी हम पढ़े ब्रोकन लाइन इज ए किंग,
Kink, sir.
जैग लाइन, किंग. इसका मतलब क्या है? इसका किस लिए हम कर रहे हैं? ये कर रहे हैं हम 0 और इसका बीच 30.5 के बीच बहुत कुछ है. इस चीजों को हम क्या कर रहे हैं? श्रिंक कर रहे हैं, श्रिंकिंग. ओके, स्प्रिंग का जैसा हम
Yes, sir.
श्रिंक कर देते ना, वैसा श्रिंक किया है. इसको बोलते हैं जाग लाइन आर किंग.
Not
तो
done this in exam, you will give marks, sir.
इसका पूरा आप 0, उसके बाद 5.5, फिर उसके बाद 10.5, 15.5, 20.5, 25.5 यहां तक लिखना होगा क्या? हमारा पेपर में उतना जगह रहने से होता है, ना रहने से. जब हमारा ग्राफ शीट छोटा है तो हम किंक लगाना ही पड़ेगा, है ना. एग्जाम के अंदर मार्क्स आना नहीं आना फिर सोचेंगे. पहला इसको ड्रा कर सकते या नहीं कर सकते, जितना हमारा पास पेपर है उतने साइज में. ओके, किंग का नेसेसिटी किस लिए वो मैं बता रहा हूं. ओके बेटा, तो लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट वन. Go through this question first. A teacher wanted to analyze the performance of 2 sections of students in mathematics test of 100 marks. So, looking at their performances, she found that a few students got under 20 marks and few got 70 marks or above. So most of the students are falling between 20 and 70 only. Maximum are falling between 20 and 70. Less number of students below 20 and less number of students above 70. So what she did? She decided to group them into intervals of varying size. So she decided to group them into intervals of varying sizes as follows. 0 to 20 as one group only, but 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, but 70 to 100 one group only. Now do you have a class size different?
Yes, sir.
Then she formed the following table. 7 students got below 20, but out of 90 students, 8 students got 70 and above. Rest of the 75 students falling between 20 to 70. Okay, this is the first data. Now, may I have all of you drawing graph for this histogram? Okay, I want you all doing graph, histogram. I hope you have all materials with you.
Sir, how you found 0 to 27 students, sir?
मैंने क्या? She has done. You have to ask her.
How, sir?
पूछो. मैं तो नहीं किया हूँ, मेरे को पता नहीं है. Okay, she did ना.
Already given, sir.
हाँ वही तो मालूम पड़ा. मैं तो नहीं किया, वो मैडम किया है, मैडम से पूछो. ओके, वो दिया हुआ है, वैसा दिया हुआ है. So 0 to 20, it is given that 7 students are falling below 20. 70 and above, that is 8 students are there. Okay, लिया आप एक टेबल लिया, कर रहे. Good.
Sir, class size is different between 20 to 30, sir. 10 are there, sir. And 0 to 20 means 20 is there, sir. Class size. 70 and above 30 is there, sir. How to draw, sir?
तो पहला हिस्टोग्राम बनाने के लिए क्या लेते हैं आप? एक एक्सिस के ऊपर,
Exclusive, sir.
Jagged line, sir.
हाँ, तो ये डाटा भी कंटिन्यूअस है, एक्सक्लूसिव इंटरवल है. आप जो लिखे हैं वो है, वो 0 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, कंटिन्यूअस है. नो गैप बिटवीन अपर लिमिट
Yes, sir.
and lower limit of the next class interval. No gap. So it's a purely continuous or exclusive type. पहला चीज, नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स तो आ जाएगा इधर y एक्सिस के ऊपर, और इधर आ जाएगा आपको मार्क्स.
Marks, sir.
0 to 20, 20 to 30. तो पहला इस 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 तक तो लिखे.
Yes,
तो
sir.
0 to 20 जो है उसका नंबर दिखाइए, 20 to 30 नंबर दिखाइए. पता है ना कैसे करना है? ये है डाटा. A histogram for this table was prepared by a student like you. This is the histogram prepared by a student like you. 0 to 20, 7 students. Okay? Correct na? 20 to 30,
Sir.
10,
Sir,
10,
but-
40 to 50, 20 students, 50 to 20, 50 to 60, 20 students, again 60 to 70, 15 students, 70 to 100, 8 students. How many of you have done correctly like this?
Sir, I took scale as 5
Sir, mine
students.
correct, sir. As
No problem. But have you got the same way?
5 units, sir.
No problem. You have got 5, but you have got same way, na? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Who Kirtan got wrong?
Sir, I took this. You took 7, no, sir. I did it proportionally. This, the width of the class is 20, no, sir. That's why the length of the bar will decrease by half.
Hmm.
So I did 7 into 1 by 2.
Hmm. Okay, anyone understood what Kirtan is speaking?
No, no, sir.
no, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Kirtan said,
Understand how to take the width between that graphs in that rectangle.
अरे बाप रे 0 to 20 ये तो विड्थ है.
Sir.
मैं क्लास साइज को बना रहा हूं यहाँ पे 20, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 ये तो बन जाएगा 70 to 100 क्योंकि 100 मार्क्स ही मैक्सिमम है तो 30 क्लास साइज. हाँ, अब बता दो क्लास साइज वेरी हो रहा है, आपका हाइट डिसाइड करेगा नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स के आधार पर. विल द क्लास साइज वेरिंग requires the varying in the height of the bars?
Yes, sir.
Yes. All whoever have drawn were wrong except Kirtan. Carefully examine this graphical representation. Do you think that it correctly represents the data? No. The graph is giving us a misleading picture. As we mentioned earlier, the area of a rectangular part. Here, this rectangle area 7, 10, 10, 20, 20, 15 and here 8. Area is proportionate. As the width increases, height should decrease. Area should be same. When width is kept, height is proportionate. If width is varying, then height should decrease. In the graphs earlier histogram, in this histogram, since bar sizes, class sizes are same, now height is sufficient. Actually, area represents the data. 9 5 is 45, 6 5 is 30, 15 5 is 75, 5 3 is 15, 5 1 is 5, 5 2 is 10. Area is proportionate. Area is representing the actual data. Since width of the class sizes is same, height was sufficient for us to show the data. But the class size, once it varies, once the class size varies, area 7 10 70 it is, 10 10s 100 it is, 10 10s 100, 20 10s are 200, 20 10s are 200, 15 10s are 150, 8 30s are 240. Now, amongst all, this 240 will be maximum number of students.
Sir, sir, just 17 to 20, 140 will come, sir.
Yes, sir, 140.
Yes, it is 140 it is.
Sir, I am showing videos, sir, that which are drawn, sir. Check
It
is
is,
correct or not.
yeah, it is actually, height doesn't now proportionate because of the width varying. So I must reduce proportionally. For 10 class size, 10 students are taken. If I have a class size 10 being the ideal size. Why? Because maximum number of students are maximum class intervals have got class size as 10. Maximum number of class intervals have got class size as 10. The only difference comes between these two fellows. So with this we will proportionately reduce the height. Okay, this height we will reduce by 2 because it is proportionately we will reduce. How to do we will show you now. Okay, how to do we will show now. As we have mentioned earlier, the areas of the rectangles are proportional to the frequencies in a histogram. Okay, which are proportionate? Areas of the rectangles are proportionate to the frequencies in a histogram. Very important bit. In a histogram, what are proportionate to the frequencies? The areas of a rectangles are proportionate. Very important bit. In a histogram, the areas of the rectangles are proportionate to the frequencies in a histogram. How to do? How to convert? We will see now. Earlier this problem did not arise because the widths of all the rectangles were equal. But here, since the widths of the rectangles are varying, the histogram above does not give a correct picture. Thus, for example, it shows a greater frequency in 70 to 100 than 60 to 70. Why? Because 60 to 70, though we have 15 tens of 150, this becomes 240. Number of students though less, it has shown greater area. To reduce that or to eliminate the error, we will go for, so we need to make a certain modifications in the length of the bars so that the area are given proportionate to the frequencies. The steps to be followed are as given below. First, select a class interval with the minimum size, with the minimum class size. In the example above, the minimum class size is 10. Minimum class size is 10. Okay. Now, the length of the rectangles are then modified to be proportionate to the class size 10. Minimum class size is 10. To that class size we will proportionate. For instance, when the class size is 20, the length of the rectangle is 7. So, the class size is 10. So, when the class size is 10, we will reduce. 20ಗೆ 7 ಆದರೆ 10ಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? 20 ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ 7 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಆದ್ರೆ 10 ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? 20 ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ 7 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಆದರೆ 10 ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗತ್ತೆ? 3.5 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಹಾಗೆ 30 ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ 8 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಆದರೆ 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಈಗ?
ಸರ್ 2.6.
8/30 ಇಂಟು 10 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅದೇ. ಸೊ 2.6 ಬಾರ್, ಹೌದಲ್ಲ? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ವಿ ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವ್ ಸಿ ದ ಗ್ರಾಫ್. Similarly, we got new heights, 3.5 height, 10, 10, 20, 20, 15, 2.6 bar. Now the graph is this. Have you understood? 3.5, 10, 10, 20, 20, 15, 2.6 bar. Have you understood how to draw? Very good. Very important here. Children, very important here, this one, varying width, making this new column after finding class width. Okay, once you did, it becomes easy for you to draw histogram, even varying width also. Okay, so with this I'll stop today's class, and tomorrow we will continue and solve exercise questions of 14.3.
Slide, sir.
Yeah, I'll show you. See children, keep yourself ready with graph sheets and the required material to draw 14.3 tomorrow. I'll not do much. You will be doing it. Okay, I'll give you homework for you. 14.3. Okay, yeah.